of Dreamers and Doers. My name is Bonnie, and if you are new here, welcome. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. So we have a great guest today. He's a special guest. I've been knowing you for how long? It's been maybe I would say about 4 or 5 years. Minus
Past
2 because
four.
you went. The boys took your ass.
Yeah,
But
it's been probably like
the
it's been
what
about
year was
5 years.
that? What year was that when we had that big
2020.
old
I
COVID
think
around the
so.
COVID time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
2020
I've
type
been knowing
shit.
you for a long time.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you're a music artist
Mm-hmm.
and you're a dad and
Mm-hmm.
you're a working man, hard working man. So welcome to the show, LP.
Thank you for having
Well,
me.
I know you as Rashad,
Yeah, that's cool. You
but
can
you
say that.
go by LP.
Uh-huh.
What does LP stand for?
That's the main question that I always get
What
asked.
the hell is LP?
Main question is, I admit, LP is Lost Promise.
Okay.
That's what it's short for, the acronym for Lost Promise. I came up with that name in high school with my cousin. My cousin used to do music. He made beats now.
So he's like a producer.
Yeah, but he used to be raw and like making music though, like cold to the point where he uh he felt like it just wasn't for him. He felt like it was just watered down, like the industry with music. Like you know what I'm saying. He felt like they wanted other bullshit. They didn't want that real shit. So he just stopped and made beats. But I went through like a series of names, and he was like, "Man, you need to think of something that
That's
stick."
how I always go. Just go through a
Yeah,
series of names.
man, I went through Kid Casper and Rated R and
What? Not rated R. Get
all
on. That
type
sounds
of
like some
shit.
Chicago shit. Rated R.
Yeah. So like he was like, man, you need like a name that stick, a name that just represents you, speaks to you through your life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, what's something not more so traumatic, but what's something that I could relate to? I was like, all right, as normal black men growing up, the average black man, unfortunately, my father wasn't, what I
There.
wanted him to be.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like he wasn't really just, you know what I'm saying? He tried, don't get me wrong, but he didn't have a father. So you know how that
Right.
trickles down.
Right.
But anyways, I was like, all right, what was a lot of promises that I felt wasn't kept? So I was like, lost promises? Nah, lost promise. And so come to find out it's so crazy how it worked. He looked this shit up on Google. And it's an actual poem from an author that is from Chicago, and the poem "Lost Promise" is about abandonment of a father.
Oh, wow. So you didn't know that before
Didn't
choosing
know
it
it,
as your name.
so I was like, "Well, shit,
It was divine.
stuck."
Okay.
LP stuck.
LP. I like LP though.
Yeah,
LP. I mean, you know how people be having like names that aren't their names, and it's like,
I'm saying like Rick Ross and other
yeah,
type shit.
it's not their names.
Yeah.
But and it kind of makes it like
Go for some street
mysterious.
dudes.
Yeah. It kind of makes you like, I wonder what his name is. You got to look you up to know which, or you got to know you personally to
Right.
know what your name
Right.
is. But so you're an artist from Chicago. I want to ask, has music always been your passion?
Since middle school.
Okay, since middle school.
What I picked up writing
You
in
was
middle
making
school.
beats. Well, no, you weren't making beats. You was rapping.
I went through a time of life where I was trying to make beats, but that wasn't my thing. It took away too much time from what I actually want to do. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, writing the opposite. I'm a Midwest baby, through and through. Like my dad's side, they are from Indiana. My mama's side from Chicago.
Okay.
So I used to,
Where is Indiana? Not
right next door.
Oh, it's
Yeah, that's
right
they
next.
like cousins. That's
Gotcha.
cousin. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, I was born
Wait,
in
hold
South
on.
Bend.
Indiana is the state, right?
That's right.
Okay. I'm like, hold on, because people be messing up Chicago. They be thinking Chicago is a state, but Chicago is a city in Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you said it right too.
What?
I be tired of motherfuckers talking about some Illinois. That is not how you say it, so that's not how you say it. It's Illinois.
But it's on there though. But I mean, people that don't know, but
Yeah,
Illinois,
yeah.
you know, I'm a little smart.
But I was
so.
born in South Bend though.
But it
And
is.
yeah, I was born in South Bend, Indiana.
Okay, Indiana.
And they start calling that little Chirac. But hold on. Just so y'all know, we don't say Chirac no more.
Tell the people.
Stop saying say Chirac no more.
What do y'all
Chicago,
call it?
Chi-Town, Windy City, that's a tourist name, but still, we don't say Chirac no more. That's just a
So what
bad
do
name
y'all
on us.
say?
Like I said, Chicago, Chi-Town, you can say that. But
So
Chirac is
if you hear
degrading.
somebody, if you right,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So if somebody say Chirac, they most likely not from there.
I wouldn't say that, or they just not hip to, you know what I'm saying, the new lingo of things. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because,
wait, why is Chirac uh degrading?
I mean, you got to think about it. The name really came from, like, at one point a year, like, we had more bodies in Chicago than bodies in
Mm.
Iraq. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like, it was one
okay.
year, like, like they sent troops and shit out there. Like, we had, just in January, like, over, like, 300 over like 300 shootings and over 100 and something deaths just in 1 month alone when the year started.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Like,
Chicago
yeah,
is a dangerous place.
yeah, for sure.
So is that
It ain't all dangerous, but it's dangerous.
so? Why is that? Why you moved to Dallas?
I think my mama, Dallas wasn't even my first move.
Oh, it wasn't.
Crazy part,
Where you
like
come
some
from?
people call me a mud.
Oh, really? You've been everywhere.
Yeah, I done lived in 6 different states.
Like where?
Okay,
Well,
so Illinois,
Chicago. I mean Illinois.
Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, um, Georgia, and Texas.
But so you as an artist, who
Yeah.
are some other artists or creatives that you look up to or like? You know,
First off, Jay-Z was always my favorite artist.
is he from Chicago? No, he's
No,
from
he
New
from New
York.
York.
In New
That's my favorite
York.
artist.
Yeah.
Jay-Z my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying?
Why? He
Just
because.
because of the milestones that he's, passed and created.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And, this is a guy that came up around like Biggie and other great artists.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Biggie used to just freestyle his shit.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then, Hov start freestyling his shit.
Hmm.
So that type of talent you can't overlook because that's not an easy thing to do.
Hmm.
To just hop on something, not write it, and just speak, and it still be hard.
Yeah.
That's talent. So that's why Hov and he, like I said, he created a lot of movements, man, with that music shit. For real.
Hmm.
I just respect him all in all, just as a person and an artist. But I got other artists I fuck with. I still fuck with, it was his little situation at the time. But Nas, Jadakiss,
Hmm.
JHE Ruger. I fuck with Ruger, Lil Mo. I
Hmm.
fuck with a lot of the guys
I've
from
heard
from
of Lil Mo
Chicago.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck with some of the guys from Chicago. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Kanye's always a good artist and producer.
The
I
old
remember when he
Kanye
was.
or the new Kanye?
I'd fucked with the old Kanye when he was a producer that switched over to making music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Kanye came up with what's that nigga? With Dame Dash and them when he was like, that's when they had a team. They had
Mm-hmm.
Twister from
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. They
Mm-hmm.
had, what I'm saying, Jay-Z, and they had some strong hitters. Dame Dash had put some strong hitters together.
Yeah.
And he came out with that We Are the Champions, and that's when he started really like
Yes.
spitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kanye did. So hell yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I fuck with a multitude of just different artists and shit that's really just saying something. Bars. I be big on that.
Like the
Lyricists,
lyrics.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
lyricists, people that's really talking about something. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I fuck with.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So now walk us through like your creative process. Like how do you come up with stuff? Is it just like you just go in the studio? Do you
Mhm.
have to listen to the music first or do you already have something written down or you just go in there and you just start vibing? Like how do you what's the process? Take us
It's,
through it.
it's sad to say, like, a lot of my consistency used to come from the struggle.
Okay.
A lot of my consistency, like even when I picked up a pen when I started making music, English was my favorite subject. I used to like
Mhm.
writing. Writing really came from literally like the struggle.
Mhm.
Like I picked it up, I want to say, when did I really first start writing? I want to say 7th grade.
Seventh grade, you did say middle school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the 7th grade, like near like the end of my 7th grade year,
Mhm.
because I was living in, for a short period of time, for like a year and some change, I was living in Charlotte.
Mhm.
And I got expelled from a school there.
What What you getting expelled for? What are you doing in seventh grade
I
to get
was a man.
expelled?
I grew up a bad boy.
This ain't no therapy session, but we gotta figure out why. Like,
Yeah,
what was going
yeah.
on?
Seventh grade, I got expelled from like a on Beatty's Ford Road, man. That was one of the hoods, one of the top hoods in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
But they had Johnson C. Smith was a college they had right down the street on the same street.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Northwest School of Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Now you would look at it, Northwest, they was like, oh, that's just like a fruitgate school. They got like, but it was a middle school / high school.
Okay.
It was both. It was intertwined.
Gotcha.
You had to perform really, or showcase some type of skill or talent to go to that school. But some of the people that lived there, that lived in you know what I'm saying, on the west side or lived on Beatty's Ford, they would still go to that school. And you could tell, like, some of the motherfuckers that was there, like, ah, nigga, you ain't performed to get here.
Yeah.
You live around. You know what I'm saying? But, man, I got into it. It was a little shorty that I was fucking with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We young. And shit like
Seventh
that.
grade.
So, yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
she put, I was talking to her on the phone, and it was another dude that she was talking to on the other line.
Oh.
And so, so I've been.
So was you the side or was you the main?
Ain't no telling. I want the main, though. I want the main. This was somebody to talk to. We ain't like dating until like way later after that. But yeah, at the time it was just somebody that I fucked with. We had attraction to each other, but she did what she did, I did what I did.
Got you.
But she was on the phone with some other nigga now. I've been, with the organization since day one. We'll get to that. But he was a blood. Mm-hmm. I was GD. Mm-hmm. So he got on there. He was like, "Yeah, put
Don't beat me up. I just got on red just because it's just it was just in my closet. I just put it on. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You good." But yeah, he was on the phone. He was like, "Yeah, put me on three-way with dude. Let me get his number."
So he was a blood.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me get his number."
Oh, she trifling.
I don't know what she was on. I was like, "What do you want my number for?"
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, I don't want to get a nigga my number. So she was like, I'm going to just put y'all on three-way so y'all can talk. I don't want to do all this back and forth shit.
That sounds like something not.
Yeah, so
but as a kid, though, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she put us on three-way. He like, yeah, damn, what's up? Bitch, that nigga, you want to give me your number? Ooh. I'm like, what the fuck you want my number for? Who you talking to? He like, nigga, when I come up there, oh, yeah? Now, coming from where I came from, any type of threat, any type of, like, you saying what you finna do, we take that very, very serious, especially in the Midwest. Like I said, I done live all through the Midwest, Indiana, Chicago. I used to go to Michigan and shit. Ooh, out the band, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, you gonna do what? You gonna come up here and do what? My young ass, young and dumb, man. I brought a weapon to school. Yeah. I brought a weapon to school. I'm like, yeah, tell that nigga, yeah. I'm ready. So, being young, being a real YN, ain't even so a YN, that's like a junior YN.
Want to be a young nigga so bad. Oh my God. So well, you was a young nigga.
Yeah. So I'm showing everybody, I'm showing some of my niggas and her, like, yeah, you come up here. Yeah, that's what I got for him. Yeah, tell him to come up here. Man, tell me why that was like.
Wait a minute. Where did you get the damn? Where did you get it from? Who gave that to you?
Oh, shit, me. So I come there, man. I got snitched on. It was my last period. My last period. If I'm gonna go home, I've been flaunting and all this other shit all day. Man, them police came up in there and that last. It was like, yeah, Mr. Taylor, yeah, come with us. I tried to leave the bag because I knew it was in the bag.
Yeah.
I said, let me just leave it here.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, bring the bag too.
Lord have mercy.
It's over with.
That's what you get for talking too much. You shouldn't have said nothing.
Young nigga see
but
it.
Yeah.
Young nigga see it.
Yeah.
Man, I went into that office and like, yeah, dump your bag. They dumped it out. I said, oh, fuck. Yeah. We got you.
That's why you got expelled.
Yeah, man. Tell me why when I went and talked to the officer in the school, because it's a big school because it's middle school and high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us. So like, I even was dating high schoolers in middle school. So, yeah. So, I had some of the people that I thought was close to me and my friends literally coming in there walking and like writing statements and giving the police.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been snitched on forever. They just tell on me. It's like they just be scared, like this nigga trouble. He tripping. Tell on him right now. Get him out of here. Yeah. So yeah, and got a spell, man. I
So
actually
what did
yeah.
your parent what did your parents say when they found out you was trying to be a
I mean, but
young
I
nigga and going to school
at
and
that
doing
time I
all that
wasn't living with my
crazy shit?
pops. I lived with my pops twice, like throughout my life. Middle school for like a year and some change when I got expelled from there, and my last year in high school. Most of my life it was me living with my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She raised boys most of her life until she was 40. She
Okay.
finally had my little sister, but she raised boys
Okay.
to me. But she well, let me tell you what she did.
Okay.
Her and my mom, my grandma. She said, "Oh, you want to act like you crazy? We gonna treat you like you crazy."
Oh, I thought they were gonna show you crazy.
They sent me to another house.
Oh
Sent me to they hospitalized me.
wow.
Yep. And she was like, "Well, it was either that or juvie, because I was
They
supposed to go
weren't
to
playing with
juvie."
your ass.
Oh no, they sent me straight to the hospital. They said, "Oh yeah, he been tripping." And
So
he
did you
other.
learn your lesson when you got to the hospital? No.
At that point in time, though, not at all.
What could they have done to make you learn your lesson? Nothing. No.
Probably just that. Because even me being the OG where I'm at now, like when I'm talking to like young niggas and certain people, sometimes even then, me knowing me, how I was, that shit go one ear out the other. They not listening to that.
Yeah.
Then my mom was like, "Nah, you need your pops. You need a
Yeah.
man."
Yeah.
And sent me to my pops for that little bit of time.
Now was he also in
He
you
was
were
in
in
Indiana.
Indiana? Okay. You were in Chicago here.
At that time, we just moved from Chicago, like my fifth grade, and then we moved to Charlotte for my sixth grade and a pinch, a little pinch of my seventh grade. So yeah, and then we moved to then that's when I moved with my pops back to Indiana. Well, not
Gotcha.
back because I mean I was
Yeah, yeah,
born
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I ain't even live there for like a year. I would go visit summers and shit like that. But I was with my mom, like I said. But yeah, I moved to Indiana with him, and that was a man.
He woke your ass up.
Nope,
Oh, that was a
not at
what?
all. That was a whole nother adventure. A whole
You
nother
got
adventure.
worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's wrong with you?
It got a little worse. I ain't gonna lie, cause my pops, like I said, he didn't have his father. I met my grandpa on his side. Like I met him probably once, maybe twice. Maybe when I was young, I don't remember. But I met him. His actual father. I met him one time, and he was dying. He had like one leg and shit
Oh,
in a
okay. He must have
wheelchair.
like
His pops wasn't there. He was raised by his mama
okay.
too. My dad was a basketball player coming up,
Okay.
but he was smart too. He got like an academic and a sports scholarship. But he blew his knee and fucked up his knee, so he fucked up his basketball shit. My mama, she's a little musically inclined. Like she likes different type of music, like all different types of music and shit
Yeah.
like that. But my pops used to have like a binder, them old little binders you put the CDs in,
Yeah.
full of
Yeah.
shit from like Dr. Dre shit, Chronic shit, from Snoop Dogg shit, the locks, like all different type of CDs and shit. So I would just be in the car like while he working and just listening to
Listening
different
to
music.
music.
Like listening to
Okay.
different shit, listening to like some real hip hop shit
Yeah.
back then. Listening to all different type of music. My mama was versatile with music. She would listen to different shit from I'm talking about from rock music to Erica Badu to smooth shit to even rap, Foxy Brown, all type of shit too.
Gotcha.
So music really just found me. Like I didn't like it wasn't nobody else in middle school in the fucking seventh grade that was writing music or rapping.
Right. Right.
Nobody. It was just something that I decided to do. Yeah, it wasn't no influence. Influence was my surroundings. It was me. That's what I decided to do. I like writing. I like music. Let's make some music. Let me make my own shit.
Right.
Picked it up.
Cool. Well, I mean, yeah. A lot of times, things that are like authentic and like I don't want to say genuine, but authentic, they come to you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily like be trying to go and find it. I mean, some things, you can create some good things when
Of
you go and
course.
try, but when
Yeah.
it comes to you or when you like just have that,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more it's better. The
Mm-hmm.
quality of the
Yeah,
sound, the
yeah.
music is better.
Yeah, it was just, it found me. It was just in me. It
Hmm.
was like, make music.
And so now that social media is like a big thing right now, how do you like market yourself or like how are you like
Right now,
Instagram?
I mean, it's really just been like trying to do what I can solo. Like, I've had different people try to come around and try to do different things, but it hasn't been, the consistency hasn't been there.
Is it because you are working and you are a father?
Hmm.
It's not.
I do other shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe what people say, like, oh, just drop everything and just,
Yeah.
it don't work like that all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And
It
it's
don't.
not,
Some people get
especially.
lucky
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or blessed, however you want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just happen to do that. But me, I understand, like, I'm a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, like, if I just sit here and just stop everything and just rap and shit like that, that's not finna pay this
Mm-hmm.
car note. That's not finna
Mm-hmm.
pay these bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still work. And it always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I work. Because, I mean, unless I'm in the streets, which I done did before, unless I'm just, like, jugging or whatever, other than that, but then that's taking a risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I came to the understanding, especially after doing my last bid, like, that ain't where it's
That's
at.
not what you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Work. We finna work for this. We finna, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 9 to 5 that I done had over a year. Yeah. Ain't ashamed to say it.
Yeah. Period.
People done, and the young niggas and shit like that, they need to get about that. And I preach that to, like, people around me and that look up to me like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, get a job.
Yeah.
Even if this is what you want to do, whatever that you want to pursue, it costs money, nothing. But it don't always work like that.
Yeah.
You got to start from somewhere. If, like I said, unless you just come across some type of big funds or you just in the streets
Mm-hmm.
hustling or whatever you doing to put it behind what you really want to do,
Mm-hmm.
then where you think it's gonna come from?
Right.
Cause this shit ain't free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Studio
Mm-hmm.
time ain't free.
It's not.
The videos ain't free.
It's not.
Them shows ain't free.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? None
Getting
of that.
there is not free.
And getting there is not free.
Mm-mm.
It costs money. So where you gonna get it from?
Mm-hmm.
I done preached that to so many people so many times. They think that it's just supposed to just come, fall in your hands.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this, like I said, I've been writing since middle school. You think I ain't want to been supposed to be doing this?
Right. So
Hell
how do you
no.
balance like music and working and being a dad? Like how do you balance all of that?
Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, you make time for what you love. So I love my family, my kids. I love to get money. I love to make music.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you gotta set your priorities straight.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, my kids are always gonna come first, but at the same time, I know my love for music, if it goes the way I want it to, can support them as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find the time for everything. Like sometimes, even when I'm with my kids, I have my little beats on or my little heads on and be
Mm-hmm.
writing music. If they
And you
settled
still
and
be
shit,
doing it.
I spend time with them. You know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Take them out, whatever. But okay, once they settled and stuff like that, boom, now here I am, listening to beats or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So
All right,
multitasking.
got to,
Yeah.
got to.
Well, it's time to play a game.
Oh, we got games in here. Not game. Please don't say truth or dare. Please don't say truth or dare.
Truth or dare? No, not truth or dare.
All right, what
This
you got?
game is more like a this or that. You just tell me which one you prefer or like what's more relatable to you. All right, you ready?
Okay, come on.
Best food spots: Chicago or Dallas?
Chicago.
You gonna say Chicago?
I want to say that.
It
It ain't even. It's not even being biased though. I'm not gonna lie to. It's not even being biased. It's just because, man. Listen, man. We had Jewtown policies out Maxwell Street off the highway.
You just talked a whole bunch of gibberish. I don't know what you
Oh,
just said.
well, we would have. They were called Jewtown policies.
Uh huh.
It was Maxwell Street, but they got Maxwell's everywhere now though. in
That's a food
Chicago.
place.
It's yeah. It's
Okay.
where you get the policies and shit like that. When they fill you up, I'm talking about they put all the onions and mustard on that motherfucker. I don't even like mustard. But if I go to get an original like 2-time Polish, if I go get a Polish,
You're gonna have to put mustard on there.
oh yeah, however it comes, that's how I'm eating it. Most definitely. Greasy bag, like and all.
Yeah.
I need that.
Okay.
And like I said, we had the Giordano's, we had like the deep dish pizza, we got Garrett's popcorn. We had other ones like what was it? I think it was I-59, like South, like fucking barbecue. We got other shit, man. Yeah,
Okay.
we got
Inspirations for like work.
as far as working
Chicago or Dallas?
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas work. You talking
Because
about
it's
work, Texas? Yeah, for sure. It's so big. It's so many different opportunities out here. If you want to get some money and some job, you can get money anywhere. But Texas has a lot of opportunities as far as work, as far as like oil. You got all these oil fields out here. You know what I'm saying? It's you can get some money if you want to get some money. But the only thing that I dislike though was in Texas. A lot of places when you get in a job and shit, you have to be certified. You
but
gotta have a license.
it's not hard to get that certification though.
No,
It's not hard to get that certification.
but you gotta have a license out here for them to everything. So when I like even my last job before I went to the feds, I was doing plumbing in Chicago,
Okay.
and I was doing I ended up doing concrete outside of Chicago, and but I was also doing it in Charlotte too.
Gotcha.
But in these places, I didn't have to have no certification.
Okay.
I just said I know what I know, and they put you to the test. They put you to work. You know what I'm saying? But in Texas, you gotta be certified. They ain't playing.
Who has a better skyline?
I'm gonna go with the city. I like
Which
the Dallas
city?
skyline though.
Oh.
Chicago. I like the Dallas skyline though. Don't get me wrong. I like the.
But you're just biased.
No,
Okay.
because there's certain things that I'm not biased with.
Okay.
Like if you was to ask me where do I want to move or where I want to be, Charlotte. That's damn near like my second
we're
home.
talking about Chicago or Dallas.
I'm just saying.
But I feel you. I feel
I'm
you.
just saying. But when you come to, you gotta think, like I said, like I'm damn near the mud. I done lived in 6 different states. I go back and forth to the city all the time. Not even all the time, like every now and then for certain situations. But a lot of my family have moved to different places. I still got family up there,
Yeah.
but a lot of and friends, but a lot of them have moved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, so now fashion sense, Chicago or Dallas?
Chicago. We dress. We put that shit on. Yeah, we put that shit on. Yeah,
Dallas
that's
people gonna come for you.
nah.
I mean, but no,
I fuck with the D
they
though.
gonna be scared of you.
And even me saying the D is showing you that I fuck with them. Because if you coming from the Midwest, the D is Detroit. Yeah, the D is Detroit. Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah.
But so like even when my cousins and shit came out here to visit me, and I'm like, yeah, man, welcome to the D. They like, huh? The D. But maybe that's why they say triple D.
What about networking opportunities? Chicago or Dallas?
Man, let me tell you. Out here, I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to my Crips, but it's like crabs in a bucket out here. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers hate to see you come up out here like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if you from here like Nate and certain shit that you do or you may be coming up boom boom like crabs in the bucket is like okay oh nah he getting too high let's pull him down. You know what I'm saying? They kind of hate on each other a little bit too strong. You know what I'm saying?
If
So
you're
where
not already affiliated
gatekeepers,
with people,
yeah,
yeah.
gatekeepers. Like they don't want to see you eat. Like they don't want to really see you like grow like that. Or they'll be like, oh damn, why not me?
Yeah, yeah.
But so as far as that, that's what I think a lot of people in Texas and all around Texas, Houston is popping now. I think they come together more in Houston now. But as far as Dallas and shit like that, they be hating on each other, man. But if niggas act like Mexicans, no racist shit, I'm not racist. If niggas act like essays, Mexicans, and come together, you gotta think about it. They will stay in one house deep as fuck. You be multiple cars in the driveway.
Yeah.
Until they decide, okay, this is what else I want to do. You know what I'm saying? They come together, they work, they put it together. You get what I'm saying? The culture, us black folks in certain areas, maybe not everywhere, they don't know how to do that, man.
Yeah.
They too prideful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They like, no, I want to do it this way, or they just don't even indulge in that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what be hurting us because even just outside of music or whatever else, if we came together on so much shit, we'd be running this shit. What?
I agree.
Taking over shit.
I definitely agree.
Yeah. But black folks don't know how to do that shit though, bro. They be bullshit. They don't know how to do that. And out here, that's how it is. Tough.
So would you say that for like creative collaborations, like a lot of people don't want to collaborate, or would you find more
Or they be
people
too
ready to
scared
collaborate in Chicago more than Dallas?
I mean, not even just outside of Chicago, man. Because again, I live everywhere. Like even outside of Chicago, the different places that I live, I could tell you 2 states that I've been to where I could say like they actually work together. Like, hey, you want to eat? Let's eat. It's plenty of us. It's plenty of opportunity. It's plenty. It's plenty enough money to go
Thanks.
around. Is Georgia and Charlotte? They not tripping. And me being an outsider, I always been an outsider. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't in the Midwest, or if I ain't even when I'm in the Midwest in certain areas, I move around so much. You got to think about it. Me moving around so much, even though that's my home, even though I go back and forth, I done moved around so many times to where even my home, my crib, are gonna look at me like an outsider. Like, nigga, where you been? You done moved from here to here to here to here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's just being real.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna be an outsider no matter where I go. Cause consecutively, I haven't really been just staying still.
Right.
But if I go to North Carolina, they're gonna tell you. I got people from North Carolina be like, nigga, shit, you might as well say you from here.
Yeah.
I got people that if I go to South, you might as well say you from here. I got people that I go to, you might as well say you from here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always be looked at like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it all depends on. It all depends on what you make it in your situation in your area, for real, for real.
Yeah. Facts. On phone now. So weather for creating art. This is like a fun round, I guess. Is the weather better in Dallas or the weather better in Chicago?
I hate the weather out here.
Chicago cold as fuck though.
It's cold.
It's cold as fuck. I can't make nothing up in
I
Chicago.
can stand the cold more than I can heat, and that bipolar shit that Texas be having going
Now
on.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Dallas, it's hailing one minute, it be rainy and snowy
You
the
don't know
next
if you want to
minute.
put on your shorts
Later on that day,
or your jacket
it'll
in the
be
same
sunny.
day.
We'll be all ready to go outside and eat in the grass and have crawfish.
Then the next day you cold as hell.
Next day it's cold. Where did this come from?
Yep.
I get you, but I just feel like me personally, and I also have never been to Chicago to just know, but just based off of my best friend, just people that I know that have been to Chicago know that Chicago is cold as fuck.
It's cold as a motherfucker.
I'm gonna be at the house.
The
And
Midwest period cold.
my best friend, she said when she went to Chicago, it's cold, it's snowy, it's wet,
Windy.
People and windy. People be outside, be running, walking their dog in this weather.
Let me tell you a secret though. And just like actual facts, I mean, I'll tell you the difference after, but
I love secrets.
yeah, it's actually more windy in Dallas.
Than in Chicago? What you mean? How?
Because Chicago is more consistent with the wind. Dallas isn't. But it's been higher winds out here than it is in Chicago. But it's been the time that I went to, I forgot what church I was at in Chicago. I went with my mama. It was so motherfucking windy. I don't know, like, I was in a church. I grew up in churches and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My mama had us in church. That was her thing.
Okay.
But I think it was some papers from Bible study or something. I was chasing, and it was so windy. Like, I was leaning forward, and the wind was holding me up. It was holding me up. Like,
in Chicago?
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's been my partner, man. He from South Dallas, my nigga South, man. And my clique out here. He told me, he was like, well, shit, nigga, you talking about how to win the city. He said it's actually more windy in Dallas. Which is it's been proven at one point in time, yeah, but we have more consistent wind. It's the windy city. You can't take it from us. But
I be in the house.
yeah.
For the
But the
most
weather
part.
out here is too bipolar for me.
Yeah. That's why I
And it'd be
hate empty
hot.
houses.
It'd be hot. Humid heat.
Yeah.
The humid shit we have.
And I mean, all this week, I've been going back and forth with my thermostat. I have on the air, then I have on the
Yeah.
heat, then I have on
Up
the
and
air.
down.
And it's just like, I'm just going to let the window
So
up
weather-
so I can just get.
The weather out here, I ain't fucking with
And
it.
then last night, didn't it hail or something?
Yeah, I ain't fucking with it. The weather out here, I ain't fucking with it.
So would you say for like, so what city hypes you up the most at events?
The period who hyped me up the most, I'm telling you, Charlotte.
Okay.
I keep iterating that. I'm telling you, it's so lit out there. I love it. I done met some of the most realest motherfucking niggas to this day in the Carolinas.
Oh wow.
Straight up. Charlotte specifically. You know what I'm saying? I got some of my dogs in, South Cac when I was out there for a couple years and shit. But yeah. They used to hype me up, turn me up. I had motion out there.
Yeah.
Big motion. Yeah, I had a lot of motion at one point in time. Before I came out here and caught my little case, because when I came out here, I was just literally coming out here for like a reunion type shit for the high school. My last year that I graduated, they had like a reunion that was going on. And the nigga AZ, man, that used to be throwing parties all the time when we was in high school and shit like that. He had some shit going on, but some young niggas shot that shit up the night before. So, and fucked it up. But they hype me up. They show love. They not gatekeepers, none of that. If you hard, if you whatever you doing, they gonna either support it or they gonna let you do your thing. They not hating on it because they doing them.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's where they hype me up the most at. I'm talking about, man, I had shows where they was crunking that bitch, turning up. Like that.
Have you ever surfed the crowd?
No.
No.
Nah.
You scared?
Nah. But once that opportunity presents itself, I will do it.
Yeah. I want to see what that's like, but I ain't got no reason to surf no goddamn crowd.
Yeah.
So I just want to see
they
what
might,
it's
I don't
like.
know. They might be like, Dreamer, do a podcast. Hey, you just might. You never know.
Yeah. Period.
Come to the
We'll
side,
see though. Hopefully, one of these days, y'all will try to
straight up
surf me through the crowd. Now with these, this is just either or. Okay, so dream big or start small.
Dream big or start small. You always want to dream big. I mean, that's kind of both. That shit contradicting themselves though.
No, choose one.
Dream big, or start small.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Nah, I know, but I'm saying that's kind of like intertwining itself because you want to always dream big.
One, you got to do the other.
Yeah, you always want to dream big. Always dream big. But just because, you're gonna have to start small. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to. I've been dreaming big forever, but I know that I have to start somewhere to get somewhere else, though.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
You got to. That's just how I go.
Inspire others or to be inspired.
Inspire others.
Okay.
I mean, because to be honest with you, like I said, when I started writing music and shit like that, I wasn't really inspired by just one person to write music.
Yeah. It was a situation.
My surroundings inspired me. But one thing that I've always done since I've been young has been inspire others. I want to. Even with my music, I want to inspire others.
Okay. Creative freedom or structured goals?
Structure goals.
Yeah. Why?
Structure goals because that just goes back to, starting small. If you don't have no structure, you can get lost in the sauce real quick. Real quick.
I feel like structure is very important.
Very important with a lot of things.
Especially if you want to articulate whatever it is that you are trying to do. I feel like,
you gotta have structure.
Definitely.
You got to. That's very important.
Yeah. I mean, creative freedom, I feel like that's cool when you've already started to,
there you go.
Put everything together.
When you've already used your structure, When you already use your structure, then
Now
you
you
can
can
be
start
creative.
doing little different stuff.
Yeah, because you already got that platform.
Yeah, we on the same frequency.
Yeah.
Okay, art for yourself or art for the world?
I mean, your art for yourself is going to speak to the world. You know what I mean? You want to have art for yourself. You want to love what you do. You want to be passionate about anything that you do or anything you're passionate about. It has to be for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't feel it, who gonna feel it?
Right.
If you don't fix your issues, how can you fix others?
Right.
I mean, it's preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Some of the best advice you can get can be from people that have been through it. And they may not even live what they, you know what I'm saying? They might even practice what they preach. But they can still give you some good advice.
Yes.
Because you can learn anything. Man, I done learned you can learn anything from a drunk man if he talk long enough. A stupid man if he talk long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now I feel like I know what your answer is gonna be for this one, but I'm gonna still ask.
Okay.
Passion projects or paid gigs?
Passion.
I like to get paid too, though.
Yeah, I do want to get paid.
Yeah, your
At
passion
some
is
point
what's
in
gonna
time.
get you paid.
Yeah, but of course I do want to get paid here. Yeah, I want to get
Yeah.
paid for shit that I do. That's the goal. At the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Yeah.
to get paid for my passion.
Yeah.
But yeah, hell yeah. If you don't love what you do, then you just doing it just to do it. People could be getting good money doing a job and not be passionate about it. It's like they damn near hate going to work or they hate doing this shit for real, for real.
Yeah, they really.
They just not really feeling it. But if you passionate about it and you getting paid for it,
It's not even really considered work then.
no. This shit, I can't wait to go to work.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't
Yeah.
wait to go do this.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid for something I love to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You excited about going?
I wouldn't even call it work at that point.
Nah,
It's
it ain't work.
just my business.
I'm just living life
My
at that point.
job. Well, not job. I mean, same thing.
Just living life. Like, oh yeah, I'm finna go do this today. Something you passionate about and you getting paid for it. I want to see that. Like that shit just, it speaks volume.
I did want to ask you a juicy question though.
Let's get juicy.
I want to ask you a juicy question.
Uh-oh.
So what?
I know it's gonna be some shit because how you,
So, I mean, I just want to know out here, what's your love life like? The cat got the tongue. Why you don't got nothing to say?
What's my love life like?
Take a shot. Not,
Not for real.
I take one with you.
My love life, man, to be real with you, is so damn complicated.
It's complicated.
I may do a lot of shit that someone may not care for. You know what I'm saying?
Like what though?
Like
I'm just in your business. I just want to get it all in your business.
just with my music or being outside or you know what I'm saying. It may be like 'cause everybody has their boundaries and their standards when it comes to relationships.
Some people don't mind it. Some people go to the strip club with you and be up there shaking ass too.
Would they? Because a lot of people could say that they would do that and not really be like that. You get what I'm saying? You could put a halt on certain things or certain ways that you do shit, but at the end of the day, if this is the profession, if this is the life or what comes with the life that you're pursuing, I mean, I feel like the woman has to kind of have some type of understanding. So when I come with this full platter, it's either you're gonna accept it and understand that this what comes with it, or you're not. But even in accepting it, just because someone accepts it doesn't mean that it is always gonna be
Peaches and cream.
On photo. It don't always mean like yeah, she just gonna just be okay with it. I mean, and that's kind of like a battle between both sides. Like, all right, okay, well, when I do this video and I'm doing like this love video with this model and she got a touch all on me and stuff like that, whether you there or not, you either gonna like, I mean, how do I go about, okay, let me not do too much. Let me not, you know what I'm saying? It's a twist. But I mean, if it's someone that you care about, that you really love, or whatever the case may be in that situation, that's just something that, as you know, y'all have to talk about and really lay down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
So, are you like actively looking or pursuing?
um, I think that, I mean, you know, I had so much shit going on.
Why are you trying to run away from the question? I got so much shit going on. I hear you though. Come on, continue. You got so much shit going on.
I got so much shit going on. Like, yeah, I mean, I be having my stints where I want to definitely be like, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship and shit like that, and just really be serious with somebody.
Are you ready for that though? Like, do you feel like you're ready to be with somebody? You know, you working and you know.
I can be, but it's if the goals don't align, if you know what I'm saying, if the push is not the same, if we then how would it work though? You know what I mean? Cause like, okay, I got this shit going on. You got this shit going on. Like, is we gonna build, or are you just gonna be mad about this? And I'm gonna be mad about what you got going on. Like, it has to be some type of in between with this shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, so you are more focused on you right now, is what you would say.
Not to
You more
sound
focused.
selfish, cause I mean, of course, I can't be selfish when you got kids and shit like that. So no, it's not just selfish, but I mean, shit, my clock is ticking.
How old are
And
you? If you don't mind.
32.
Okay, it's not old.
Yeah, but I'm saying, when it comes to this industry world, the rap world, like you see most of the people that get on, like a lot of the people that get on, they be one of them, the youngest. They want people that's coming up so they can mold them. You know, people as they get older, they be stuck in their ways or something like that, and it be a little bit more difficult.
Right.
Or like I said, but there's also artists and shit that have came up that were older than me right now. And but yeah, my clock is ticking, man. How I feel like it. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
And that be my motivation. That be my drive. But yeah, I'm definitely in a mode recently to where like I'm focused on what I'm trying to accomplish. So it's either are you okay with this? Like, are you know what I mean? If not, it can get tricky because you can
And
maybe
then
in a situation to where you so tuned in, and that person may not like care for it at all. So it's like, okay, so what do you expect me to do?
right.
You want me to just stop what I love to do? You want me to just stop my
But
passion?
that's where communication comes in. You know, communication is big for me, and it's just not even just like in a relationship, just
Period.
communicating. Period. I feel like if we can communicate, if there is something that we can like talk about, and you understand my point of view, I understand your point of view. It's not really nothing that we can't work out. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
I feel like communication is a big deal,
It
especially in a
is.
relationship, in
Because
any
if it was the other way
relationship.
around and it was something that you were pursuing that you was passionate about, I wouldn't just tell you, hey, stop doing that shit. I don't like it. Because then I would be being selfish.
Yeah, I understand. I just had to ask. You know,
Right. Right.
never know until you ask.
This is true.
So, okay, now in closing, what are some like new goals or new aspirations that you have moving forward? You have LP, you're an artist.
Making music. Because that's
Okay.
cliche.
Yeah. You're
Everybody
not
can
a
rap.
rapper. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're an artist. You're a
That's right.
creative. You
Yeah.
make music.
Yeah.
What are some things that's like new or like up and coming?
I've been working on single after single after single right now. So I got a lot of stuff. It may be possibly turn into a project.
Okay.
But
Like an album?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I already did an EP that's on Spotify everywhere.
Okay.
You know
What's
what
the
I'm
name
saying?
of it?
Colostomy.
Colossally. What is that? Colossal means big.
But this is colostomy. Like a colostomy, like um, if you ever had a colostomy, like some people that been shot in the stomach or something. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like they be like in a shit bag.
Oh, okay.
But colostomy was the reason why I came with that. Let me tell you, a lot of my mixtapes from high school was like Lost Promise, Lost This, LP, everything related to my name. Colostomy has lost in it. You know what I'm saying? Colostomy in the word is lost, which is the beginning of my name. So that's why I ran with it. But also in the meaning of colostomy, like putting the shit back on the game, like
Okay.
switching it up, like changing how shit operate in this
Okay.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So that's where I came up with that. Yeah, so that's everywhere. Like I said, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. It's colostomy. L.P. Don't forget the dots.
Don't forget the
Don't
dots.
forget the dots.
Okay.
Colostomy.
So, what is something that you want your followers or new followers or people that will watch this podcast to know about you?
I would say, man, look, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Versatile, very versatile. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this what I want. I'm hungry for it. Yeah, I'm hungry for it. So I try to like, you know what I'm saying, keep up with the waves of the times that's going on. But at the end of the day, everything that I say, everything that I speak on, might get me in trouble, but it's truthful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't do no lying.
Yeah.
You fucking with a genuine artist, genuine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna like and the shit that I speak about, that I rap about, that I make my music about is a lot of it goes off of how I'm feeling at the time or what I've been through. Don't mean I'm saying that it's okay to do this shit.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I'm saying?
you've
But it's what I
experienced.
experienced. I don't. One motto that I go by is I speak what I know and I learn when I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I put that in my music too. So if you listening to my music, if you tune in to me, it's genuine. Yeah, I didn't have relationships to where like they'll listen to my music and be like, "Oh yeah,
That's how you
oh
feel.
that's what you."
Uh huh.
Is that real? So yeah, man. You know, just tell them like to tune in, give it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
We finna go all the way up with this shit.
But okay, so now, uh, me, I'm just now starting a podcast. I would say this
Congratulations.
is something that I am passionate about because it's like I had the idea,
Fit for you
I
too.
put it, all together. Thank you, and I'm getting it done. What's something that you can give me, or some advice that you can give me, if any?
Oh, I got some.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, I got some.
Let me hear it. What is it? What would it be?
Promo.
Okay.
Push yourself. You already got the. This is definitely a fitting for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And just speaking in general, whatever that anyone wants to do, put your all in that shit and push it. Get some people around you. A team is important. Get some people
Absolutely.
around you. You know what I'm saying?
My
Shit. Get you
team.
get you a strong team that's on the same type of that time that you on. Don't surround yourself around people that are just drowning or just want to drain you or take from you
Or
or
like I
just
want to do it, but
yeah. No,
yeah.
fuck that. You want to get you a strong team and get you around people that's like, oh, what's up? Oh, heck yeah. Like, hey, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm voting like you want motherfuckers that's gonna like really push behind you and push with you and want to grow with you. You know what I'm saying? But understand the business. And some of the if we talking about personally, yeah, gonna put yourself out there more and don't be afraid to. Cause even when it comes to me, when it comes to music, is they gonna like it or love it? Ain't no in between. Either you gonna like it or you're not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Hell yeah.
You did.
Yeah, this was dope.
Would you come back?
Most definitely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I got a lot of shit to say.
Like what? What else? What more you
Don't
got to
worry.
say?
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm saying we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for coming and being on
Thank
the
you for having
show.
me.
You are amazing, and I am proud of you. I believe in you. So, you don't stop doing what you doing. Literally, yeah. Somebody needs to sign this nigga right now.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for watching. Tell the people where they can find you.
Instagram, everywhere. Social media platforms is mostly Lost Promise 101 all together. One word. Lost Promise 101.
Oh my God. Well, you heard it here, y'all. This was Dreamers and Doers. See y'all next episode. Make sure y'all tune in. If you have not subscribed or if you're not following me on social media, D&D Podcast on Instagram, Dreamers and Doers on YouTube, where you can see the interaction, of visual, and we're on Apple Podcasts, which is also Dreamers and Doers, and on Spotify, Dreamers and Doers.
Chill. That was hard.
One.
Dope house. Cold nights. Hood hustle. Game bang. Toast sticks. Post some. Stain niggas. That right. Sell it back. Move dope. I get the gaining weight. Fuck up. Touchdown. Lose folks. Look. Obviously I came from the streets. You could probably just tell how I walk. Real. Obviously I came with that heat. You could probably just tell how I walk. Peel. Obviously I'm full of that drink. You could probably just tell how I walk. Seal. Obviously I came from a G. You could probably just tell how I talk. Pull up foreign, cook it blowin', bitch, that's how you know it's me. Pick a dose, take a note, but LP got the rest. I do. On my side, nigga slide, so choose your beef accordingly. Okay, say you with the six, we flushin' in no toilet seat. First time I ever saw Hammers was in the Midwest, South Bend, Indiana. Peep out the window, see Lincoln Way lids, you know what it is, should've been in pajamas. 602 Harrison turned me to a beast, take a bath out of pot in the cold with no heat. Went to school with some homies that died while I eat, so don't talk about beef. Bon appetit, dope house.